Good morning, everybody. Well, made it back from the Appalachian Trail section hike safely, and I thought I would do a little intro here into day one and tell everybody kind of how things were going to be laid out, and we'll see if I add in more audio clips or more video of me discussing what happened and how things went. So day one was U.S. Route 522 to Manassas Gap Shelter. I believe it was 9 point something. I'll get the exact mileage and probably show a graphic of the elevations and things along those lines when we get later into the video. So on that note, I will start the videos.
Your balance.
Man down.
So day one of the Appalachian Trail. Unloading from the car, which is taking like half an hour. So we'll get going.
10 minutes so far.
Oh, Angie's in the picture.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You're on YouTube. You know that.
All right.
That's a thing.
So here we are, heading out on the AT. I have no idea where we are really. I guess technically that's the first white blaze.
I would say no because we're going that way.
Oh, we're going that way?
Yeah.
You could go that way.
You could go that way.
So that's the first white blaze.
See you at camp.
All right. See you in a little while. All right, here we go. Heading up the trail. Beautiful sunny day. It's good for now.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. That's it right there. That's so funny. You really have to take time to, I don't think I have this turned on.
Well, we just got through our first water crossing. Now, Sean went back to grab his camera. And he's got to do it a second time. I thought I'd get a nice picture of him coming up the trail. I can send it to him and he can add it to his YouTube. Well, we finally got to a part of the trail that was pretty flat. It seemed like the initial incline went on forever. A little rough on the legs. Calves feel so much better now being on flat ground and smooth ground. It's a bit rocky, but that initial hill looks like was over 1,000 foot ascent in about, I don't know, maybe a mile and a half. So we are more than happy to be on a section of the trail that looks like this. White blaze for you. For those that don't know, the trail is marked by these white blazes all on the trail. Pretty much you can, it's a little spread out on the more well-groomed places, but water crossings and things like that, you look for those to where the trail continues. Keep going on our way. The other three guys are up ahead moving on. Go catch up to them. Whoop. Watch out for those Appalachian jumping rocks. It's a little difficult while you're filming, but they're definitely here. A little clearing here. The power lines. Society has invaded. So get on through here, back into the woods, continue on our trek.
Key here is apparently the water affects the composting.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is outstanding.
So pee in the woods,
Pee in the
but
woods,
take a dump in
Go to
the.
the privy if you can.
Wow.
This is nice. Want me to get you on there?
That's
Get you off there.
Yeah, nice. I am surprised how close they put those in camps like this.
The bear bags?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be like back up the trail around the corner. Almost.
Or at least by the shower so that the bears don't have to eat through clothes. Hey everybody, here we are at the Jim and Molly Denton shelter. The guys stopped here for lunch about 5 miles into day one. And I believe we got 10.4 total, so we're a little over halfway, or a little under halfway. But got to stop here, have lunch. Decided not to eat my tuna packet, but had some snacks, beef jerky, Slim Jim, some chocolate, peanut butter crackers, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where we're at today. Did actually make use of the privy, so don't have to make use of the shovel today, right now anyway. So we'll see how it goes the rest of the day. Hope to probably about another 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and we'll get to the final resting place for the evening. Talk to you later. Altitude? I'm showing 1307. 1306.
Elevation or altitude?
Elevation.
Yeah, I'm at 1294. That's not too far. You said
Our total ascent was 1,000 feet when we were at the top of that.
Right.
It's still at 1,088. Our
I've got
descent
1,064.
Our descent now is 746, which it was like 10 before.
I have 742, so we're really close on that.
Yeah,
How much did you say we went up?
1,088.
And I think I started mine, believe it or not, even though we were supposed to.
Coming up to a nice little stream here. Luckily, we're going downhill again. We're about somewhere around 6 miles. Maybe a little less with our stop, but this is beautiful country. Now, can I avoid dropping my phone in it? That is the magic question. And thanks to my wife for the advice not to move the camera so fast when I'm doing scenic shots, because I'll make everybody dizzy. So.
Tony Tone, taking the lead.
Woo. Nice smooth
Got a
trail.
nice little bench. Let's see what we do.
Amazingly, last time I did this, you guys could actually hear me while I was using my trekking pole. But let's see how this goes. Sean, bring up the rear with gear. Thought is that we're over 6 miles into the day. Starting to talk about where we pick up water. Probably water at the shelter, but some individuals are drinking more than others. So we'll see how that works out. It's definitely warmer than we were expecting. We were worried about low temperatures and what coats and quilts and everything else we had to bring, only to find out it's got to be easily in the 70s. So, a little bit toasty today. Shut this off as we make our way back into the woods. All right, so it's been a long day. Some rough hills. I don't know what our total ascent has been so far, but Here we are arriving at the Manassas Gap Shelter. Whoops, our home for tonight. So we'll get there, get our tents up, get to relaxing. So just hanging here with my feet up on the trail. Made it to the shelter, Manassas Gap. Got Mr. Garrett walking by. Sean and Garrett got their tents over there. Mine's here. Kevin's is up there. The actual shelter is down that way. We'll see that later. And just trying to relax. It's a heck of a day. 20s, according to my watch, 20,859 steps so far. Still need to walk down and grab some water. And yep, just kind of chill out. We got our stuff hung up on the bear pole, so nothing's going on there. Got a few things here. Might try and throw my pack in my tent or something. Got my pack hanging. Got my tent up. Got the bear bags down there. We are golden. Gonna go down to the spring, get some water, and relax. Something running away. Heading up to Privy. And life is good. Well, it's starting to get late. Well, it's starting to get to the point where the sun's going down. It's almost 8 o'clock. And all bundled up in my tent, my quilt, and gonna call it a night. Feel pretty comfortable on the sleeping pad, so not too bad. We'll see how the pillow does. Bugs were a little bit of a problem tonight, but I put some bug wipes on, and life is good. So everybody have a lovely evening.
Hey everyone, so that's the end of day one. It was quite a day. A couple things that stand out for me is, one, I didn't properly prepare for the ascent, and wasn't sure how I could have done that anymore. The distance wasn't necessarily a problem. It was just a lot steeper, a lot more incline than I was expecting. I purposely did not look too closely at the elevation before I started so that I wouldn't be discouraged. But as you'll see throughout the next few videos, I definitely started looking at more of that on the Guthooks app, which is fantastic, by the way. It really helps guide you and show you where things are going through the Appalachian Trail. As well as other trails I understand as well, but this was the one that I had experience with, and Zeus decided to come lay down, so he'll join us here. But aside from that, let's see, other notes. Pack felt good, didn't really feel heavy or anything. Did try and do as much of a ultralight backpacking as possible. Tried to keep my weight down. I think we weighed in day one at 31 pounds, including full 5 days worth of food, and all basically everything. A couple things that I may change if I do this again. Unless we're doing extended, sitting around, kind of a campfire type situation, I only used my camp chair twice. Although we did stay at a hostel one night, so that you'll see it was a different adventure as well. I know there was a lot of talk of the privies, but that was something that I hadn't experienced out on the trail, so that definitely made things somewhat more accommodating. Water sources day one were a piece of cake. Didn't have any experiences. Used my Sawyer squeeze filter, and that worked out very well. to refill my water bottles. Some days carried more water than I probably needed, so that added a little extra weight. But like I said, weight really wasn't a problem as far as that goes. And then I'll add in some statistics here at the end, and we'll get that straightened out. I did map and elevation, so I'll add a picture of that, as well as possibly my end of day distance and ascent and that kind of stuff that the Garmin actually came up with. So we'll see if I get all that in there. And that, my friends, is the end of day 1. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.